Hi, my name is Melanie Colley and welcome to your first Pilates Shorts, where we introduce you to a few of the moves. So we're going to do about 5 moves in this short video that you can practice. The first one is called the shoulder bridge. So you're lying down on your mat, have the feet and your knees in line with your hip bones. Feet are flat on the floor, just gently press your feet into the floor. Have the hands resting by your side. If you have your hands flat and the fingers reaching towards the end of the mat, that will help keep the shoulders down your back. Open up the collarbone, focus on your breathing. You're still doing the lateral thoracic breathing. And now as you exhale, gently engage your centre and start to roll through the spine as you gently lift up with your hips towards the ceiling. Now you're reaching through the knees, the hips aren't moving from side to side, they're level and steady. The glutes are probably slightly squeezed, but don't over squeeze them because you might over activate your back muscles. But you're looking for a straight line from knee to hip to shoulder. And then as you breathe in, roll yourself down. And again, rolling through. And then rolling back down. So we're just rolling through just to get the movement going, and then we're going to change the breathing. So you're going to breathe in, and as you breathe out, roll yourself up. Now hold here, breathe in, and breathe out as you come back down. Breathe in, check your position. Breathe out as you roll yourself back up. Make sure your chin is gently tucked in. Breathe in and hold. Make sure your hips are level. Breathe out. And roll back down. So we do about 5 of those. Feet are gently pressed into the floor. Make sure your big toes aren't lifting. And then staying in this position, make sure you're in neutral with that pelvis. So you're not tucked under and not arched. The best way to think about it is think about your rib cage sliding down towards your hips. Now if that means that your head starts to lift or your shoulders start to lift, put a towel or a little block underneath your head. Float the right knee into a tabletop position. Knees above the hips, foot's above the, in line with the knees, so it's like a table. Imagine you've got little coffee cups balanced on top of your shin. Don't let them drop. 5 circles we're going to draw on the ceiling with one knee. So we're going to allow the knee to come around and come back. Your hand can be on your thigh if you wish, to guide you, otherwise keep it down on the floor to keep the shoulder back. Trying to stay steady so your hips aren't moving from side to side as you draw that circle. So when you've done 5 circles in one direction, you're going to change to come around the other way. Drawing that circle, and think about drawing it deep into the base of the pelvis. Almost like you're stirring a bowl of porridge with the leg. And when you've done 5, come back to your start position, place the leg back down, trying to keep it neutral as you float the other leg up. Ribs stay down. Now take a deep breath in as you prepare and check your position. As you breathe out, take the knee away, and as you breathe in, come back and around. So you're doing 4 more. Make sure the other leg doesn't move. Has to stay in line with that hip. If it starts to drop out, you'll start to lose neutral and you'll start to arch the back. So when you've done 5, have a little pause here, check your position. You've still got this 90-degree angle. Your knee's not too far in because you'll be tucking under. It's not too far away because you'll be arching the back. Round you go again. 5 in the opposite direction. Watching the knee as it circles. You might feel like you're drawing a bit more of a square at first, but you'll soon get used to it, and we'll just allow a feeling of release in the hips here. Almost if it's deepening creased, a deepening of the crease from where the thigh meets the body. And then when you've done 5 circles, slowly release the foot. Going back to that right leg, exhale as you float the knee up, inhale as you bring it back down. And again, almost as if the leg is light as a feather and it's being picked up by a piece of string attached to the knee. Someone just picking it up. Let it drop back into the socket. So we're going for 5 repetitions, or up to 5. Doesn't matter if you do 1 or 2, that's fine. Do you start with? Change sides. Inhaling as you come back down, slowly lifting, just floating the knee. Trying to keep in that neutral position so the back isn't arching. Slide the ribs down. And when you've done 5, allow that foot to rest down on the floor. Bring the knees together, roll yourself over onto your side. Rest your head on your arm. You need to have a towel underneath the head. If the head feels uncomfortable because it's dropping, try and keep it in line with your spine with a little towel underneath the head on top of the arm. Bend the knees, keep the hips stacked on top of each other, lift that top knee and then bring it back down. And again lift. Now breathe out as you lift, breathe in as you come down. And again, so you're going for your 3rd one. Let's go for the 4th. Try not to rotate back on that hip. As you'll be twisting your spine. You want to keep the spine long. Feet together, acting like a little door hinge. And when you've done 5, roll over onto your front. Arms are out in a capital E position, elbows in line with your shoulder, hands are flat on the floor, tucking the chin in. You're going to take a deep breath out as you pull the abdominals in, lift the head and the heart off the floor. Breathe in as you go back down. And again lifting as you breathe out. Breathe in as you come back down. Slide the shoulders down your back. If you need to adjust the arm position, go ahead. Make sure the shoulders are up by your ears. The abdominals keep pulling in. Feet are flat on the floor. Leave them, let them just go. Feel as if the legs are heavy. Let's do one more. Let's go as high as you can go, that you're not arching the back. That pelvic bone stays on the mat. And then when you've done 5, come over onto your other side and we'll do the oyster on the other side. Allowing your head to relax, lifting that top knee as you breathe out. Everything here stays centered. Keep pulling those abs in. Breathe in as you come down and again lift and lower. So 5 repetitions. Slide your shoulders down, keep that head relaxed. Last one. And then roll over onto your hands and knees. Just to finish off, we'll do some cat stretches. Just gently tuck the tailbone and arch the back. Look back at your knees. Take the tailbone back and look back at your fingers. And again, so you arch the back like a cat. And then take it back. So the movement comes from your pelvis as you tuck under and drop the head, and as you take it back. 5 repetitions is fine. If you feel any pain in the back, just reduce the movement into just a pelvic tilt, tucking under and taking it back, making it smaller if you need to. So there's no strain in the back. Well done. Practice, see how you get on, take it slow. 5 repetitions is fine. If you only do 1 or 2 repetitions, that's not a problem, just get your form right first. So not much point doing 3 repetitions badly, and just do 2 well. I'd rather you did that than you did 5 repetitions or 3 repetitions really badly. So keep your form and work up through the stages. Okay, that's your first little workout, have fun.